Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've got a special guest here today, Jack Dryan. Thank you so much. He is the Instagram sensation these days. Is that fair to say?
You say it?
Oh, okay. See, it is fair to
I'm
say.
not.
It is fair to say. But he cooks some delicious Indian food. Tell us a bit more about your Instagram and how you started your page. What is it called actually? Because it's not your name.
No, my name is Jack Dryan, and my page is called PlantFuture. I started in 2018 just to promote a more plant-forward lifestyle, plant-forward cuisine.
Yeah.
One of my favorite cuisines has always been Indian food.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of friends and colleagues when I used to work as a chef.
Yeah.
They were from India, so
Yeah.
I was always asking them questions, learning, and then I started a series on my page covering all the different states of India, and it's been received well. I really enjoy it. I love learning. So.
And today's recipe is from one of the states. It's called Pulihora and it's a rice dish.
Yes,
It's vegan, it's vegetarian, it's healthy, and it's ready in minutes.
it's a quick,
Is
it's
it?
very easy. It's very tasty though. It's got like the toasted dal in it and stuff. It's really nice.
Yeah, and you can tell us more about it while you're cooking. So we're going to start cooking, but before that, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button. Let's get cooking.
Okay, so just take a little bit of tamarind,
Yeah.
let it soak, and then we can set it aside and carry on with the rest.
So I'm guessing the reason for that is because you want like watery jaggery, tamarind water instead of tamarind paste.
In this dish,
Yes.
once you've tempered all the spices, you put a little bit of the tamarind juice and the jaggery in it, and then it sort of reduces down into like a caramel and coats the rice. It's like really nice.
Oh, okay. So I would say that is
Just
3 tablespoons.
Yeah,
And just
not
it
not too much water because I don't want it. Perfect.
Okay. So we leave this aside while you cook the other bits.
Cool.
So what next?
So the dish has peanuts and sesame seed in it, but we want to toast them just to bring out some of the flavor. So just a handful of peanuts is just dry roast them, yeah.
Okay. So do you know anything about this dish?
It was it's when I was doing my state series on my page, I got to Andhra Pradesh.
Yeah.
And this one is a temple dish. It's eaten in the temples, like I think as an offering.
Okay.
So it doesn't contain any onion. I think for religious reasons they don't eat any onion or garlic
Yes,
with
that's
it.
correct, yeah.
But it's still packed full of flavour. It's got like curry leaves, toasted nuts,
Beautiful.
some dal as well, toasted dal as well.
So do you learn about it beforehand or does it happen afterwards? Do you do a bit of research beforehand?
A lot of the time, more recently, I've been like making, doing research on the dish and like explaining a lot about the history of it, right? But in the beginning, I wouldn't like sort of step outside my lane. I just focus on the cooking because that's what I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
Normally, I would just research and just get a good broad example of a lot of people cooking one dish because there's always going to be differences.
Variations, yeah.
And then I just choose my gut feeling, and then when I post it, I get a lot of feedback from people. So even though you might see a lot of like positive comments saying it is great, people always correct me sometimes, and I like that. So I just.
But if they don't correct, and I don't know all Indian food. I know a very specific kind of Indian food where I grew up and where I lived and things like that. And now I go back for research trips and then I learn more. But it is so amazing where people are welcoming and share the knowledge with you. And it is really nice to learn from them. And there's no hesitation because they know better. And if they can tell you more about it, it gets more interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, with this dish, I served it on my page with the raw onion on the side, and then I was told that it was a temple dish, an offering, so with no onion, but I wouldn't have known that otherwise.
Yeah.
I'm just checking if they're toasted enough. And then I'm going to make a little sesame seed powder.
Oh, okay.
I do think this dish is from Andhra Pradesh, but it's definitely popular in other states and it is made differently. But I remember a lot of my followers were telling me that they toast the sesame seeds, grind them up into a powder, and that gives it a distinct flavour for the pulihora.
That's around 4 tablespoons of just normal sesame seeds. So just lightly golden, I guess.
Not too golden, but a little bit more than this.
Okay.
You get the toasted flavour. Yeah, we're going to grind it up into a powder. then just grind it up into a powder.
What are your plans for PlantFuture then?
My plans for PlantFuture?
Like all these viewers who are new to you, how should they follow you on Instagram, or are you on TikTok, or?
So yeah, currently I'm mainly on Instagram. I'm on TikTok, YouTube. I'm coming. I've been a bit lazy with YouTube, but definitely going to be on there. My plan at the moment is just to continue just showing food I love cooking, learning as much as I can, and just growing it, reaching more people.
So they should find you on Instagram at the moment, currently.
Yeah, thank you. PlantFuture on Instagram, PlantFuture.
I will leave the link in the description for you guys.
Thank you.
Lovely. So what's next?
So we've prepped the toasted peanuts and the toasted sesame seeds. Now we're going to make like the tempeh for everything, which is pretty simple. It's just like green chili, red chili, curry leaves, and then a little bit, this is probably too much, but just a little bit of chana dal and urad dal, and that's very typical like South Indian. They toast the dal in the tempeh and it gives it like a nice crunchiness.
So you're using one?
Yeah, the recipe does have both, but...
Because the flavor both add are totally different, so I guess...
Yeah, and I'll just cut these up a little bit. Okay, oil.
Yep. So what? A couple of tablespoons?
Decent amount for this. Okay.
Yep.
Cumin and mustard seed.
Okay. 1 teaspoon cumin.
Yes.
And 1 teaspoon mustard.
Yeah. Just let them pop a bit. A little handful of the urad and chana dal.
Okay.
You want to get them a little bit of colour on them.
Okay. Crunchy.
Yeah, I remember when I worked in the hotel.
Yeah.
One of my colleagues was from Tamil Nadu,
Okay.
and he was making like some spinach thing with and I was like, why is there the dal in there like that? And he's like, that's how we make it. We want like the crunch from the dal. First time I'd ever seen that. So it was cool. Okay, that's getting there. Okay, I'm gonna put a little pinch of hing. It's in my hand, I promise. Okay, and then because that's getting quite hot, I'm gonna go in with the chilies.
Okay.
And then curry patta. Put about a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric.
Okay.
Or haldi powder.
Oh yes.
That's good. What have I missed? So yeah, now here we're just extracting all the flavour out of the spices into the oil. And then once we've done that, we're gonna kind of make this kind of like a caramel. It's like you add the tamarind, and the jaggery, just let it bubble down, and then it will coat the rice nicely. So it'll give it that sweet and sour taste as well. How do you normally do the tamarind in terms of like...
So I use the paste a lot. I always have the seeds at home.
Because sometimes I've like blended this, sometimes I can just go like that, can't I?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Because it has seeds, you can't really use all of it anyways.
Okay, I'm
Yep.
going to go with some tamarind. And then jaggery. And like the more you let it reduce a little bit more, it won't make the rice too wet.
Okay. Rice, which I did this morning. Can I just say how delicious this smells? Oh my god, look at that.
Okay, so now you can go in the cooked rice.
I did make more than you needed. So.
Yeah, let me just see what that looks like. So you should, just by looking at it, you should be able to tell this is South Indian because it's got the dal and the curry leaves.
Yeah.
I mean,
and the red chilies.
And the red chili, yeah. Okay, so all the rice is coated in the tempeh.
Yes.
To finish it off, we just add some of those toasted peanuts, some of the toasted sesame seed paste, this is like the distinct flavour, and some salt,
Okay.
or namak.
Oh my god, it looks beautiful.
Wow, looks good though.
Oh, it smells so good. You need to come down because I know, sorry. You're so tall.
You need to grow.
I know. I can't. Well, let's go behind. Ooh, there's so much happening. There's sweetness, there's spicy.
You can get the tamarind. When you get a peanut, it's nice.
Oh, that's delish. Oh, that's sesame. Sesame is delicious.
You get a dal and a curry leaf in the bite.
Oh,
Nice.
beautiful. And that you don't really need anything to eat with it.
No,
I'll just happily eat it. Also, really good at room temperature, I would imagine.
definitely, yeah.
This would be great for a picnic or something. Right, guys, whatever you do, don't forget to try this. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out Jake's Instagram. I'll leave the link in the description. And I'll see you back next week. Bye for now.
Bye, thank you.